Good morning everyone and welcome back to the stunning Whilton Mill Kart circuit for round number 7 of the Whilton Mill Kart Club, the Fast R Whilton Mill Kart Club to be correct. My name is Sean Ratcliff in the commentary box today, and joining me alongside is Jack Oliphant. How are you doing today, mate?
I'm very well. I'm excited to be here. It's been a while since we've actually worked the Whilton Mill Kart Club together. I think it was March when we last tried to do it.
Is it really that long?
Yeah, I know. It feels weird.
Goodness.
I thought it was April, but I actually looked. It was
I can't
March.
believe.
But the best thing is we started off better than we did last time because we waited for drivers' briefing to end.
Yes. Yeah, we got about halfway over that side, didn't we? And then we realised, all the drivers are over here being told what to do, and we're over there not really speaking to anyone apart from ourselves. So sorry about that.
Ironically, though, now we're over here and all the drivers are over there. So
yes, so we're going to have to now try and make our way over there.
Yeah, indeed.
But that's all right. Luckily, they're not going to have to listen to just us for like 20 minutes today. So
yeah, I was going to say most people
positive.
probably would have turned off at that point, but we are going to try and chat to some drivers. We're actually
talk to a few.
wandering backwards and wandering our cameraman into some fencing.
We nearly took out James Fitchew last time on one of those, so we managed to just save him last time. A few people were getting a bit of grubbing early morning start.
Oh yeah,
Very
the
nice.
smoke shack,
Of course.
top location to be going to, but we're trying to be going over here.
Make
last
our way
time
around here.
We had a chat, well I didn't, but you had a chat with Alex Goldschmidt that way.
Me and Alex talked around there with a few of the big teams, a lot of the ex-kart guys and stuff like Jacob Dukes, people like that, some very, very quick guys, but hopefully we can talk to some maybe slightly smaller teams around this side of the circuit this time, and we'll have a chat to a few drivers.
Yeah,
see
absolutely.
if we can pick some out.
Yeah, so we got the number 115 here at Miami.
A couple of drivers are hiding around the
I was
back of the
gonna
van. Do you want to try and dive in, see if they want to chat?
Shall I sneak over?
Well,
not sneak that
oh,
way,
he's
'cause that's
sneaking. He's
no,
full
he's running
sneak
away.
mode.
He's had enough. No, okay.
He's not going full sneak mode.
This is,
Hey, come on. I need this sneakage from you today. Need to get him
no,
sneaky.
he's just saying, like, do you want to have a chat? I think the answer is no there. We won't shine the camera. I think he's a bit nervous.
Look at that. Oh, I love this number 89. Honda Cadet, isn't this, I think? We could have a little look at the kart with the camera. Hopefully the guys don't mind. Think you, mate. Look at this absolute beauty. I don't think you could fit in that, mate.
No,
I'm going to say I don't think
wow.
you're going to fit in that.
That is...
Look how tiny that seat is. That's just amazing. It shows how young these drivers start off in such incredibly powerful machinery.
Well, exactly that, and I think it can be a little bit daunting, and you sort of forget it, especially when you're commentating or you're watching an event like this or something, you forget just how young these drivers are, and it's something we'll probably mention quite a lot during the commentary. I think this is going out during lunchtime, so we probably already mentioned it quite a few times to you, but it's one of those things where you sort of, you're talking to them as if, or talking about them as if they're Formula 1 drivers, you know, and whereas actually they're about eight years old, half of them.
Yeah, you really do forget, especially from that outside perspective on our cameras. It really doesn't look that fast, especially on such a wide track such as Whilton Mill. You just don't realise how fast they're going until you actually get behind the wheel of one yourself and you're like, oh my goodness, they're doing this at about 8 years old, 9 years old.
Yeah, and it's terrifying. I mean, I'm scared, and I mean, to be fair, the engine probably couldn't get me around more than about 3 miles an hour, seeing how big I am, but these guys weigh about
maybe not in those ones. Have a look at this beautiful number 25 kart. Would you mind if we had a chat with you, sir, quickly? Which driver is it that you're doing the mechanics for today?
JP Slater. Sorry, 2 seconds. JP Slater races Senior X30.
Senior X30. How's he been doing so far this season?
Well, this is his second race in the UK. He's been racing in Ireland. He's currently leading the Irish Championship. Yesterday was a good day until it started racing, and then it all went pear-shaped. And
what happened yesterday in the racing?
Some sort of electrical failure.
Okay.
So, you know, we're second fastest in the second practice, 4th fastest in the 3rd practice, and then struggled to get the thing home.
Hoping to be around those kind of numbers today then, if all goes well?
If we can come home in the final in the top 6, we'll be well over the moon with that. You know, he hasn't raced here since 2019.
Okay.
So he hasn't ever raced here in senior, never raced here on this tyre. So he was good yesterday, but he's put in a lot of effort this year. So, you know, he's doing a good job. Just need to keep on going. Hopefully, Lady Luck will be on our side.
Hopefully, yeah. Good luck, mate, and thanks for chatting with us. Cheers.
Take care. Have a good day.
So wow, coming over from Ireland there. It's always good to see people coming from all different parts of the world and getting involved with Whilton Mill Kart Club.
Well, that's it, isn't it? This isn't, I mean, Whilton Mill Kart Club, it's a big event, but it's not exactly British Kart Championships or anything like that, is it?
It's not huge, but...
It's, yeah, it's still good that we've got drivers from all over the world and all over the place to fly in to do these sort of club level events. Shows the prestige and how people highly regard the Whilton Mill Kart Club.
They really do. It's fantastic. Now we've got a few more karts over to our right.
Yes.
Might be able to catch this driver. I think in the 333.
He's saying no already. That's not. He's coming over though, so I'm going to say that's okay. You happy to have a chat?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Good stuff. Right, first of all, there's about 150, 200 drivers. I don't know everybody's name and face. What's your name?
David Marshall. You can already see the number, 333, but normally I drive X30. number 41, but just trying Rotax for a weekend, see how it goes, really.
How's it been so far then? Is this your first time in the Rotax in a competitive environment?
No, I've done a bit of UKC. Tried 2 point at Rara as well, so that was great. But this is my first time here, and it's going all right so far. Heat 1, practice 1, had problems with the engine. Heat 2 went really well. Heat 3 of practice to set up. Didn't go great, but now we know what to do for first heat coming up soon. So.
I was going to say, every single session is a learning opportunity, isn't it, really? You got some fresh tyres on, though?
Yeah, new tyres. I mean, you have to practice during practice. The only thing you can really lose is your pride at the end of it, so...
That's a very good way of looking at it, to be fair, isn't it? What's the hope then? I mean, where were you roughly in practice? What's the sort of aim for you today?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, I've only been doing karting for about a year now, so for me, around midfield's decent. So hopefully around top 15 maybe. I'm not sure, but...
How old are you?
I'm 15.
You've only been doing karting a year, because a lot of these kids, we've just been saying, we've been doing it since they were 8 years old. What got you into it at such a late age?
I'm not really sure. I sort of just had like a spark of passion to do it all of a sudden, and just started begging my parents to do it until they gave in, pretty much.
Fair enough. I think that's as good a story as any, to be honest. You got one hell of a kart for considering that you've only been going a year or anything like that. What's the outcome that you're hoping from this season and moving forward?
I'm hoping to get myself into a good place for when I move up to seniors for next season. So hopefully I'm in a good enough space I can race with the seniors, because in the seniors there are some really good people like Lorenzo Corda and Caden McQueen. There's some really quick guys there, so...
I was going to say, they're all pretty rapid, aren't they? But they're even rapid in the juniors. So good luck for today, and hopefully we'll see your name towards the top of the list.
Hopefully, yeah. Thanks a lot, really.
Good stuff. Thank you very much. Right, there we go. Another story.
chat.
Only been around in karting for a year, which, as I said,
that's pretty impressive.
Unheard of.
That's pretty impressive to be at that kind of level after only a year. And I recognise the name. He's relatively up there at the top in the X30s anyway. But we'll have to see how he changes over to Rotax, because although, of course, them both being pro karts, they are actually very different in how they drive, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, and that's the difficult thing, really, when you're a driver or when you're a spectator. You quite often think, a driver should be able to jump between each kart, but each tyre is different.
Yeah.
Each manufacturer, or each engine type, has a different set of regulations, and it can be very difficult, even though all the karts sort of do look the same in terms of just looking at
from
the
an outsider
bones of them.
perspective, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really quite difficult for, especially kids, to jump in. Once you get used to one kart, it's quite difficult to jump in and just instantly get used to another one. So he's doing the right thing and trying a few out.
Exactly, no, that's good. And as you said, had brand new tyres on the back of it.
Yeah.
So you give him a cheeky
Well,
slap, just make sure that they're all pumped up, yeah?
He probably didn't appreciate how hard I hit him, actually. But there's something satisfying about new tyres.
If the 333 gets a real F puncher, I think we know exactly who's to blame.
But I didn't hit it hard enough to be a bent back axle. But yeah, that would be a bit of an awkward one, wouldn't it?
You never know. Right, let's move our way up into the main sort of paddock area that we're in now. We'll talk to some of the bigger teams. We're coming up on the Cock Promotion tent. They're always in the same spot, and we always jump on them because they're the first ones that we usually get to, because we usually don't take this kind of long, drawn-out route back there, do we?
No, well, absolutely.
So,
but it's quite nice that they're actually able to. They're happy to have a chat to us. Maybe even stick the camera in left and right and have a little bit of a sweep around.
Have a look in, and we'll continue to look for some drivers. It's looking like mostly mechanics in there at the moment.
But it's quite good, really, isn't it, though, John? We end up obviously having a look at some of the. Slightly
more like lads
less
and dads.
Backed, less backed maybe. Sort of garages where they're just running out of a van, which is great. That's exactly the way that a lot of people start racing. And then you start to see a little bit more of the sort of bigger boys, shall we say, who intimidate when they come to a race meeting with all their branding and everything like that.
Yeah, no, proper professional jobs, I would say. Bigger teams, getting all stuff done. But yeah, you don't realise that it isn't something that you can quite quickly and easily jump into, even when you're just doing lad and dad. Like, as he said previously, he's only been doing it for a year, and as you said, his car still looks amazing. It's still top level. Like, the amount of money that they're putting in is incredible.
Oh, exactly. But they're doing it all themselves, which is quite impressive. And here is another good example.
Look at the amount of carts in this tent. That is just amazing. Squeezing them in.
Still, really not many drivers.
No drivers.
We thought we'd done this properly, John, this time. We thought we'd waited until drivers' briefing was over.
They haven't started warming up the engines yet. That's one thing. Although now I'm going to say that, and they're all going to suddenly kick on, aren't they?
Especially one that was through there. I don't. Yeah, it's
Some generators
so I'll
starting.
try and move on. Just try and find some drivers with a race suit on. Really, that's what I'm looking for.
They must all be having a pre-race little nap, I think, just before they go out.
Is this a driver? Should we just try and grab a quick word, sir? Do you mind? If you're nervous, don't worry. Don't worry, we won't bite your head off or anything like that. First of all, very simple. What's your name, number, and the series that you're racing in today?
Freddie Ingram, 76 Junior Rotax.
Junior Rotax, Freddie, fantastic. Which one of these, well, it's obviously this one then, isn't it? The number 76. You've got a bit of work going on right there at the moment. What's sort of going on today?
Just checking out the car, really.
So nothing to be fixed or anything, just a bit of maintenance?
We're professionals here at Off Racing, so obviously no fixing need to be done, just tuning.
Just tuning up, fantastic. Freddie, that must fill you with a bit of confidence. The car's looking good. I'm guessing it ran good well yesterday. You looking forward to today?
Yeah, hopefully. I think we might be able to get a podium or a win, so we'll see what happens.
Fantastic. How did yesterday sort of get on for you then? A lot of practicing, anything learned or anything that you're going to take into today?
Started P16, finished P7, so it weren't too bad, but I was battling for second the whole race, so it weren't awful.
Fantastic. Don't worry about him over there distracting you. Chuck a bit of water over him when we're finished, don't worry. Fantastic, Freddie. Thank you very much for having a chat to us. Go stick some water over your mate. Trying to distract him then. He was clearly quite nervous.
Typical
guy.
British banter there, yeah.
I'm glad we didn't get what he said on
we
the
can't
camera.
tell you what he was sort of mouthing to his mate, but yeah, that's all good. All good, a bit of British banter. But yeah, I think that's quite natural amongst British drivers, I feel, to be a bit nervous. Because before, when I've spoken to European drivers, they're much more open to having a chat on camera. But I think that's just quite a British thing, isn't it? Being a little bit nervous to have a chat. But as you say, you just got to put them at ease and be like, we're not going to bite your head off. Like, we're nice, we promise.
Yeah, I think I was working with a driver once in a car series, and I had to quite literally coach him through everything I was going to say before we even turned the camera on. So I do think that a lot of drivers get quite nervous. And as I said, we are talking to kids at the end of the day here, aren't we? They're not professionals yet, even if they have aspirations.
Exactly. Now I think we'll have a chat with a couple of these Birrell ART drivers. We've got Mr. Thakka. Hello, sir. Do you mind if we have a little chat with you this morning? No. Sort of just jumped it straight on you. How are you feeling today? Are you up for some racing?
Yeah, I'm feeling quite good today. I had a bit of accident coverage to go at Clay, but I've recovered from that few.
Did you get any injuries from that?
Yeah, I had a few fractures in my foot, but it's all good.
Whereabouts did you go off at Clay?
The chicane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's quite a fast one, quite a fast impact.
But the doctors have allowed me to race today. Feeling quite good. We were about only 6 tenths off yesterday in the heat. We'd like to close that gap a bit more. We think that there's a bit of time to be found just through ironing out some errors and small mistakes throughout the lap, but feeling quite positive going into today.
What's the kind of outcome you're looking for today? Obviously coming back from an injury, that is quite difficult, so that's pretty impressive that you're racing at all. Where do you kind of want to end up by the end of the day?
I think we'd be quite happy with the top 20, maybe optimistic, a bit of a top 15 maybe, but we'll be starting 21st for our Heat 2 and 14th for our Heat 3.
That should be good then, should be achievable. Thank you for talking to me, mate, and good luck. Cheers.
I've just spotted a driver behind us then actually come round, look at the camera, get all excited and everyone off. So do you want to hunt him down? Or?
Yeah, let's go, mate. You know who you're looking for. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
It's in the CRG tent over here.
The CRG.
He's gone to sit down now. He's playing it all
the usual,
cool.
Yeah. Like, where's this camera come from?
I didn't know they were coming. Like,
I wasn't even ready for it.
Would you like to have a chat, young sir?
Oh, go on,
Number
then.
65, road tax. Name, not number, because I've just read that out. But are you juniors, seniors? What's the crack?
Junior Rotax.
What's your name?
Spencer Braun.
Spencer. How's
Spencer,
everything been going on today then?
Well, yesterday was alright. Had a decent heat. Started second, went through to win it. Not bad. It was overall good day.
Good stuff. Your car looks spectacular, by the way, the CRG. The guys must be doing a fantastic job at keeping the car running and everything like that. Is any sort of nice words, anything you can say about the team and the support you've been getting?
Yeah, everyone there has been really good. Like Pete, the owner, helped us massively. Mike has been doing well as well. Dad's hopefully so far kept it all in one piece. So,
is it your dad who's mechanicking you?
Yeah, Dad is mechanicking. Always has done. Always will.
Really? How long have you been racing for then?
5-ish years. Yeah, about that.
Fair play. Did he have any idea on how to do a kart or any mechanical stuff before you started?
Not really. Back in 2017, not really. And then he's learned quite a lot and now know quite a bit. But
So my dad was the same. He didn't have a clue how to set up a kart. He didn't have a clue at anything mechanical. Yet they throw themselves into it, don't they? And I suppose as drivers, you might not realise it. It's a hell of a learning curve for them.
yeah, it really is. Like there's so much to do. Like keeping everything one piece, checking it over, make sure everything's nice and tight.
Whilst worried that they're going to send you out with a loose wheel nut or something and send their kid off into a crash or something like that. Obviously, that hasn't happened yet, luckily. Hopefully, won't today. Yeah, touch wood. Speaking of which, expectations, hopes. What's today going to bring for you?
Well, we're starting like 26th in the first one, so hopefully just make positions move forward, and then 15th in the second one. So hopefully, again, just move forward and try and get towards the front. Good position for the final and see what we can do.
Fantastic. That's the attitude we like to hear. Thank you very much for having a chat to us. We'll speak to you in a little bit. Brilliant. Oh, I've just realised I lost John there, but he's
I'm
back
back
now all of a sudden.
I was just having a little look, trying to see if there's anyone further down. One thing I was going to mention, all the different liveries of the different karts that or the people that we've spoken to who own the karts. Unbelievable, just how different they can make them look despite being such similar machinery.
Well, it's exactly
so
that.
cool.
We like that as commentators as well, don't we? And spectators alike, because it makes it a bit easier for us to be able to spot them instantly. I hate it when there's like 15 karts and they all look identical, or cars or karts or whatever they are.
Yeah, it's a bit tougher.
Bit of a nightmare for
Trying to
us,
spot
really.
the numbers
Yeah.
can be a little bit difficult. But it's also interesting to see, we get a little wave from someone out of the van. Hello.
They wave at us and then they run away.
And they run away, yeah. We got used to that as commentators.
There's a reason why they put us in a little booth.
Exactly. But yeah, like you were saying, it's beautiful to see. And also I like seeing the fact of where we'll see one team maybe dominating a bit and you can see sort of 4 or 5 of their karts all slipstreaming at the front of the field and you're like, okay, I can see what's going on here.
Yeah, I think we saw that at the last Whilton Mill Kart Club in the cadets, I want to say, and I can't remember the team exactly. I'll recognise them as soon as I see them, but there were like 4 or 5. Finley Lines was one of them.
Yes.
And that just constantly working together. And I think there was one other driver who was in amongst it trying to upset the apple carts, but it can be very difficult. I'm just having a look, seeing if there's a couple of drivers and dads potentially over here and seeing if anybody's happy to have a chat. Anybody want to have a chat? Jaden, you want to have a chat?
Go on then.
So Jaden, number 29, what specifically are you racing in today?
Honda Cadet.
Honda Cadet, brilliant. And what's your full name? So it's Jaden
Mead.
Jaden Mead. How has the season been going for you today, Jaden? Well, this season even.
Yeah, quite good. We've got some good results. Yeah.
Has it been fun?
Yeah, really fun. We've been doing really good today. We went back to, we started 10th, we went back 26th, and then we made our way back up to 9th. So
oh wow.
Good.
That sounds like amazing fun then. Are you just enjoying sort of being out on the circuit and driving in the car?
Loving it.
How long have you been doing it for then?
About racing 1-2 years.
Wow, how old are you then?
11.
Wow, that is very impressive, Jaden, I have to say. And is it your dad or your brother, or is it who's been looking after you?
My dad, as my mechanic, yeah.
Fantastic, and he's gone around. Is it you, sir? Who? Yeah. Do you want to come in and have a quick word? 11 years old, it must be relatively scary to sort of see your son out there battling from 22nd up to 9th and everything, but it must make you incredibly proud as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely done well yesterday. So, yeah, it's coming on really well. Big learning year, like, you know.
And what's sort of the hope for yourself and Jaden after this year? Then is it going to be a stepping stone, or is it something? Are you going to be trying this again maybe next year?
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to know what to do next year with all the changes and that. To stay in the Hondas and do another year, or go to this Inter, you know.
Well, fair enough. It sounds like a great time, and you've been mechanicking as well. Did you know anything mechanical before you ended up going into karts?
Mechanically, yeah. Fix trucks for a living, but
that helps, doesn't it?
Racing, you know, you learn along the way, and we're in with Passion Motorsport most of the time, so they're a big help. Yeah, and when we race at Clay, we run on privateers, so yeah, you just learn off of other fathers and that, yeah.
Fantastic. Is it a good atmosphere? Is it sort of a helpful learning if you don't know some? Well, potentially you probably do know quite a lot if you fix trucks, but if someone doesn't know something, does people muck in and try and help out?
Yeah, you always get a good support off others, yeah. So.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Jaden. Good luck for today, and hopefully we'll see your name right at the top of the order. There's little
Nice
Jaden.
little
I thought,
chat.
yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. We've spoken to quite a few of the teenagers. I mean, to be fair, he's 11, so he's nearly there.
Indeed. Oh, I've seen Jaden at the top of the timings before. What a lovely kid. I did not realise he was so cute, though. No. Jaden, oh my God, Jaden, you're very, very cute. He had a great little interview. But otherwise, I think that's about it for this paddock show at Whilton Mill Kart Club, round number 7.
Yeah, we've walked pretty much all the way through, haven't we? We've tried to chat to a few drivers. There's not been loads on offer, but equally, been some good
Good chat.
insight.
I was glad that we went down that initial sort of side route. We got
Yeah.
a couple of the smaller drivers there and then come through to some of the bigger teams over here. But overall, a good show, I'd say.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, there's still drivers out and about doing the
Indeed.
track walks. You could probably see them in the background. They're about to walk past us now as well.
Probably give a little wave.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully
So,
just a wave.
well, this is all done obviously before the
Yes.
racing gets going. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the morning so far.
Hopefully the morning's been good, yeah, and you've enjoyed the paddock show, and hopefully soon enough we'll be on for all the finals during the afternoon. So make sure to you subscribed to Alpha Live to not miss any future content, and we'll see you very shortly. Thanks for joining us.